What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I can't believe I've done a CT5 Blackwing before, but not a 4 Blackwing. But that's what I have right in front of me. This is a 2023 CT4-V Blackwing. It's an automatic, but that's not really going to matter for today's video. For those of you who are new to the channel who don't know what I'm all about, I get inside of cars and I press the interior panels of said cars to see if they squeak, rattle, or feel loose or cheap in any way. This is a decent way to determine the quality. Gives you kind of an inside look at what are these interiors really like. Stuff the other journalists don't talk about. But anyway, let's check this one out, see how it does. As usual, we start with the back seat. Not a lot of room, but that's not why you buy this car. Absolutely squeakless in the back seat. Let's see how the front does, though. Definitely don't want to be in the back for too long. Love these wheels, by the way. Take a look at this. I think this is some sort of satin finish. I know we're getting a little off topic here. Those are some nice wheels. Brand new car, only 9 miles. V Blackwing. Yeah, let's see how we do. Alright, now time for the button test. What is the button test? Well, I press every button inside the car and I stay as quiet as possible so that you can hear what the buttons sound like when you press them in a car. Again, I don't think anyone on YouTube really does this, so if you ever wonder what a turn signal stock sounds like, or a click of a paddle shifter in the car, this is the channel to find out. And now for the final button. Usually at this point I talk about the odometer. If I'm reviewing a used car, but I already went over that with you. It's got 9 miles. Anyway, how does this car do? Well, fit and finish wise, I gave this same score to the CT4-V, and I think on the regular CT5 I did. This was like a couple years back. Those cars were virtually squeakless, so this car is the same way. These Alpha platform cars that they're coming out with from Lansing, Michigan are pretty surprisingly solid on the interior. This is like Porsche level of quality when it comes to fit and finish, which from Cadillac you would not expect, or from General Motors for that matter, but they are shockingly good. I don't give this score out very often, but 10 out of 10. Didn't squeak. As far as the materials go, this isn't really a luxurious kind of car. It is a luxury car though, but materials is not really its focus. It's all about the driving experience and so on. With that being said, materials aren't bad or anything. So we have soft touch in the major parts that you feel and whatnot. You got it up on the dash. The heads-up display surround is plastic, but it's not a huge deal, I guess. On the regular CT4, this little area here is like a worse soft touch, but this is like a little bit upgrade. It's got some perforation here with some extra white stitching. That looks pretty good to me. Although when we get to like this area and lower, it's going to be hard plastic, but it's got like a soft texture on it. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't have any give when you really push your finger into it. It's hard in that aspect, but when you touch it, initially it doesn't feel like you would think a hard plastic would feel. Does that make sense? I'm probably doing a bad job explaining it, but this area and lower is going to be hard. But otherwise, you got soft touch on the dash. You got stitching everywhere, which looks pretty good. The seats are real leather seats. That's always positive. I hate when cars have leatherette seats, especially expensive cars that really ought to have leather, but they don't. And then we have cloth headliner and cloth sun visor. Very nice. And then the buttons, to me, they're a little bit nicer in here than some of the other GM products. A couple of them, like the this media lever right here. It's not really a lever, it's the little dial that you use to control the screen, even though it's a touch screen. You got a choice, kind of like BMW iDrive. Same concept. That feels nice, and so does the volume knob. Those are really nice. Love the paddle shifters. These are real magnesium paddle shifters, by the way. Real metal, not plastic with a coating on it to make it look like metal. This is the real deal, and they feel nice and cold. Love that little attention to detail. Otherwise, the rest of the buttons here are honestly GM parts bin. If you get into a new Chevy Malibu or something like that, or a new Equinox, a lot of this stuff is going to look pretty similar. But again, it's GM, so is what it is. Does it have to be fancy? I guess not really. It's kind of like Maserati using Chrysler parts bin stuff. The buttons are still good, they still function properly and everything, but they do come out of a cheaper car. It is what it is. I guess that's kind of an industry standard now. So materials wise, I'm looking at 6 out of 10. So here's your final score, guys. 10 out of 10 for fit and finish. 6 out of 10 for materials. Please let me know your thoughts. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.